Yaps.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Yaps and Howls, a PUBG tournament presented by the gaming studio, or the gaming stadium, I believe. Yeah, sorry, TGS Esports. I have with me Ipaku.
Well, you know, I'm easily excited, especially when it comes to PUBG. You know that. I think, you know, I'm interested to see what One Hit Pro and his squad's going to do today in our lobby. And of course, Space Anubis is one of those players we talked about in duos events, and also out there just in general. Is, you know, one of those people we've seen be involved in PUBG and trying to be, you know, a community starter and getter. So that's definitely going to be one of the people, you know, that I'm going to look out for. But there's a lot of people here that you and I have seen in scrims over the last couple of years. We've seen in a pro scrims. We've seen in other events that we've worked with and worked on, as well as, you know, just playing in general, you know, fellow PUBG partners. Because duos is different. There is a lot more third, fourth party in duos. The movement's a little bit different, so it's a little different for us to cast because there's many more teams as well. But first of all, shout out to our observers that we're gonna have today, and I look forward to this. We're about to get into the map here. We're just about 25 seconds, but I'm excited, and I want to thank you. You know, of course, the gaming stadium for helping us out and putting this all together. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so from what I've seen so far is really great production quality that should be coming out. So you guys should be having a lot of fun enjoying the action. For those of you guys that are new to PUBG, welcome. This is going to be an exciting time. Hopefully, we'll try to educate you guys if you guys don't know a lot about the esports side of the game, about some different call-outs and things like that. So just let us know. You know, we're trying to watch the chat. We're trying to keep you guys updated as well. It's a little bit of a learning experience as we get into match number 1 on Erangel.
Milta. We could get a car and go up to Yasnaya.
So you want to do prison up to Yaz or Lepovka up
I
to
think maybe we
Yaz?
jump and head for like somewhere around here to get cars, and if we don't get a car, we go Lepovka.
Okay.
Should be cars somewhere around on my mark, right? And then we go Lepovka, or either go into Lepovka or go up north.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Erangel. So I say it with a little bit of a softer EA. But, you know, I met Brendan Green, the originator of the Battle Royale for us many, many years ago. I met his daughter. So that's kind of, you know, why I kind of pronounce that way. But again, you know, we all have our pronunciations, our local dialects that we go into. So that's, and we all have our own call outs. You know, we have Potato Hill. We have, you know, everyone used to call it Georgia Pole or Yasnaya, the north side of Georgia Pole. They used to call it Medusa, because every time you looked at in the early iterations of the game, you literally went to 20 FPS.
If I'm a betting man, I'd say they're going to
Milta?
Milta. Yeah.
Milta Power, something like that. I don't see any cars, dude. I'd have to go warehouses here.
Oh, we have some
on the
coming.
road. 345.
Go for it.
I don't see anybody.
There are two going Lepovka.
Oh, he's going car. That's why I don't see him. He's grabbing the car. I had to go warehouse because he's got me beat to car.
Oh my god.
You could just be in South George and you'd look over in North George and your FPS would drop to 20.
Yeah, you just get locked up like that. Yeah, that's terrible. And we've seen different iterations throughout the years being as far as like, okay, some Molotovs will break a server, smoke grenades will break something. We had previously in esports settings was the three-wheel motorcycles that used to break games as well. But we don't have that. Everything's kind of been a little bit better as we jump on some of our first interaction of the game. Some vehicle madness.
It looks like vehicle madness there. They just missed it on there, unfortunately, though.
You know what? That's one thing I'm kind of excited to see today is going to be some of the vehicle skins that we'll have.
They're driving off, it sounds.
Zap Brannigan there at the Double Whites, the Twins out here over by South George Bull. And there's a lot of teams that I kind of noticed on the drop kind of pushed out here towards the west of the mainland, kind of coming over towards South George. And with the circle being on that far eastern side, we might see a lot of action here early on.
Oh yeah, looking over here at the Bisquick and Senor on Team 38 over here, they're doing a great job, just running around and getting some loot. But a lot of teams are over here, like you said, on this West Coast. I mean, we have 5 teams, 6 teams, 7 teams within Georgetown, just within a kilometer of each other. So that's going to be really interesting right there.
Yeah, and oh my God, I think that's our first fight popping off in the kill feed as well. That's Ainsley and Span Cargo, our first team eliminated, 32nd place.
Unfortunate for them.
Taken out by Polv, and they were over by the eastern side. And then inside of Pochinki proper, we see Cow Hunter and Crazy. They're sharing the city with JM Ups and his teammate. Blamma.
Yeah, they were split. I think they just got in between those two teams, and that was just unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and now when duos comes into play and duos comes into like your thought process, Ipaku, what's one thing that you kind of get into the mindset of that you have to kind of notice for duos? Because like you said earlier, it's a different beast from playing squads and from what we're used to. It has to be taken into a different account for how team fights are played and how you decide on a certain position. So what do you think these guys and these players are going to have to try to realize when they do that?
Well, I think mostly for the duos for me, when we get into taking compounds, your scouting out a compound is like, I think on another level. You have to really, be on that second level for scouting compounds, because you might get a knock on someone, but there could be 2 teams in a single compound. Like we look at this compound here on the screen right here. You could have 3 teams here fighting, and only think you're fighting 2 teams or 1.5 of a team. So, pushing into those areas, you just have to be a little bit more aware and see what you're going on to. And here we're up on X Games, as I like to call it. And here is Paul just, crashing in here. And Funky Bananas and C2 Roxy are going to be on the hunt.
Yeah, Funky Bananas, he's got eyes on. He's waiting for Polv. He's going to take the shots. There it goes. The barrel spray. Oh, no, he misses. Oh, it was close by, but luckily he does have Rocky there with him to get some assistance. We'll see if Team 34, Funky Bananas and Rocky can finish off Polv and get the first kill for their team here. Remember, we started with quite a bit, 32 teams, and we've only have 1 team eliminated so far. That M79 smoke launcher coming into play. First time we've seen that in competition.
Yeah, I love that. And Cam, of course, for Polv, is coming over to back him up right now. I see him on the map screen running over here. So this should be an interesting fight here if Polv can get it off. But, I think the other team is kind of backed off just a little bit.
Yeah,
it's going to be barrel on barrel action.
Coming up, good flashbang up the M4 spray as Funky Bananas does get into the first floor of the flat top here. Kem not in position. A good Molotov coming in, though, to back him off. Rocky, though, goes for the hip fire spray and does get the knock. So now Kem
does get a Bananas Foster there.
All right, that made me laugh. That was a good one. He does get the knock there on the Bananas, taking him out. Good little Viking funeral coming in. A 1-for-1 trade here with Rocky, and Rocky playing over by that the office windows on the outside. We'll see if he's able to finish off the fight or if Kem's able to get the res. But good Molotov. Oh, you said Bananas
Gets them both, the molly there.
Almost a Viking funeral. Good plays from the Rocky and Kem with the Molotovs. I think that was Polv that got the initial molly down onto Bananas too. So big, nice little back and forth here with Team 34 and Team 11. Kem and Rocky trying to delay this as much as possible, but they do have to be careful because Team 37, Finger Billy and Lefty McGee coming up onto the X Games area as well. Kind of third party this, so Lefty may have an eye here onto Rocky. taking him out, finishing the fight. Just have to now control the rest of this area.
Yeah, Kim's gonna have to load out now. Having 3 kills in this event really helps out because the kills count for 2 points each. First place counts for 16, all the way down to 16th place, which gets 1 point. So each one you go down, it goes down in points. So a different point system than we're used to. But I think in a duos event, that's a little bit more kind of required. I think duos requires a different attitude and point system, if I have to be honest.
Yeah.
Just because there's so many different teams out there, it's so easy to get started.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree as well. Just because teams are gonna have to try to realize, okay, maybe we need some more points. Maybe we need to get more kills to get those points in. I mean, 2 points a kill is great. It kind of reminds me of some of the old point systems that we had back in the day for PUBG Online and Awesome, where teams were racking up like 100 points a game or something like that because of the placement system as well. So to kind of see this new take on the point rule that we have for the super settings, for those of you guys that don't know or maybe watching the PUBG esports scene, is a point rule that's currently in place for 1 point a kill and then placement points all them from first place to 8th place. To kind of see this pop off here with some more variety in placements from 1st to 16th, as well as an increase in kill points, I think might give that kind of what's the word? Advantage, or no, the incentive is the word. The incentive to go for kills here in this little tournament here.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that we talk about in PUBG. There is this sense of PUBG is a battle royale, and you want to survive until the end. There is a lot of that. It's something that PUBG tried that I don't think really worked last season in the pro esports scene, which was making chicken dinners so important. The point of the game is to survive, of course, and get to the end. But it's not a really enjoyable game for a lot of people if they're just waiting to the end, at least from a general standpoint. So these points really kind of encourage people to engage and not just kind of sit back on their laurels. But you can. I mean, if you get first place with 16 points and have 0 kills, you can still take this event technically.
Yeah, I mean, 16 points is a lot. That's 8 different teams. If you're going for kills, that's 8 different teams that you have to wipe by yourself or with your teammate, as Team 1 lose their UAZ down the hillside. We did see Phase 2 pop a little bit of a softer shift, nothing too crazy to start off. I know there are some people out there that may be hoping for the island circles or the military base circles, maybe some Zarky endings. I don't know. We may see how these circles do decide to treat us today.
Still remember that first tournament that you played in with Maji and...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the guy was calling us the Bolty squad.
Yeah. Where she slapping people.
Yeah, we're hitting some good shots.
All right, I have
that
5
ending
smokes
with
and...
Maji was insane.
Yeah. I have 5 smoke grenades and 3 launcher grenades. So
I have 5 smoke grenades as well. Yeah,
you heard that?
Yeah. Up on the hill somewhere, 310. Lefty McGee guy. Somebody was saying something about him being a pro or ex-pro or something. I don't know if that was a joke or not, but we pretty much gotta treat every fight like we're going in against pros or ex-pros here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about positioning and? We could relocate to like Mansion or Plateau. I don't really like holding Museum where the mark is there. That's just like central.
That's...
Plateau's a decent place to hold, especially if you're like holding up, looking for the ambush. It's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine to relocate there. I'm also maybe fine to hang to see where our next shift takes us.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with either. I guess one thing we really didn't talk about is, do we just try to go more for placement, or do we...
I think that the starting play should be us going for the best placement that we can get and fighting when we have to. If we can secure a top half finish, then we have some options. You know, we don't have to. It doesn't force our play style. We're still in it. If we get a lot of kills, great. We can maybe even get more passive. I think that we kind of play like that and adjust as need to. If we can get some good placement points in the first couple games and then kill people at the end of the game when we have to, that puts us in a pretty good position. If we get unlucky, get taken out, lose some fights, whatever, then maybe we got to get a little bit more crazy, push some fights. I think.
All right.
And I'm totally open to switching that up if something else makes sense.
Yeah, no, I like it. What do you think? Zone shifted. What do you think about yellow?
Is that across the street from where we normally play? It is. Yeah, yellow's fine. Yeah, yellow's good. I'm down to move.
Yeah, let's...
Hardest move of our life right here.
Yep.
Maybe.
Definitely a lot of fire going off here. And we're looking over here at Scobie, and he's looking down at the double red. So what do you call these two houses right here? Because I've heard of a bunch of different names for this. So we have the flat top across the road.
So where we see Scobie and Scotty, you know, Team SCT, I think I'm going to call them Team 17. They're kind of playing up on an area that we like to call the Moon Rocks, and looking down onto just the flat top of the Prio compound. It's kind of like a combo priority compound. I haven't really heard too many callouts specifically. I know probably some of the pro teams may have a specific callout for it, but as far as myself, I just call it the Prio. You know, it's a good priority compound. It's really good to hold, and you have a lot of vision towards, you know, the south and towards that eastern side, looking up towards Lumbers as more teams make the rotation into zone to try to find a good position to hold.
So when we're talking about duos again, and we talked about this earlier, you know, it's one of the things we have to kind of acknowledge. And if we had a map screen up, we could kind of show you a little bit more right now. But with the duos, everyone tries to stay about 100 meters away from each other in duos, more so than squads. So when you think about it, when there's so many teams, I mean, looking at the map right now, and just even the mini map, you can see there's 3 teams on the lower right corner on the mini map. They're all within 200 meters of each other. But on the overall map right here, look at how all these teams, it's not that teams are spread out, it's that they're just fighting for an area for themselves, just for 2 of them. So that's what I think makes duos so much more entertaining to cast sometimes, and even to play in this sense. It makes it harder than, say, a squad game, because in a squad event, these players would be doubled up on each other, and it would only be, half as many positions playable.
Hopefully people haven't come up from prison yet. And I don't know who the fuck is going to drop it. Logging place, but we could take shots. Car.
Knocked one.
Whoa, alright, turn around.
If you want, yeah, I think we should probably try pushing it.
Is he on Wizard? He's right there.
Yep.
In Wizard.
Yep. Mollied.
I'm on fire.
I got them both. Got them both.
You mollied. Oh, good shit, dude.
They both mollied.
Well, you mollied and they mollied?
Yeah, they mollied you as I mollied them.
Oh, okay. Well, I got to heal off. Didn't lose too much. Let's take both cars and dip.
Yep.
You gonna loot? I don't see the body of the guy you knocked in the car.
They're both up here. They're both up here. He was carrying them in.
Oh, what a play.
You have to know the map better, Yazzie.
Yeah, exactly. And then we see Team 36 Warm Cuddles and his teammate trying to drive by, trying to find a position available. And as we get into our later zones, there's not going to be much available. We're probably going to start seeing the team crashes. A lot of the fights are going to come through. They're going back and forth between team after team, now popping up here by Shelter, where we already have 2 other teams already crashed into. Dr. Claw and his team, and then Strategic Hippo and Team 18 already all booted up and in position. So that's the case here with these duo tournaments, is that there's going to be teams everywhere for any of these strong compounds and strong holding areas that could end up being, you know, the demise. Morin's and his teammate coming down, and they're going to cause some damage onto Strategic Hippo and Trapper. Down goes Team 18, and Morin's is going to take that position with his team right here by Shelter as phase 3 shifts.
Another vehicle coming towards us. It's a solo? Nope, 2 vehicles. 345.
Hit in the Dacia.
You ready to go?
From this tower. Yeah. So. Although that is where a lot of this fighting sounds like it's coming from.
Oh, we can relocate if we need to then. You good?
Yep. I think I'm gonna crash 2-story red.
Okay.
Another vehicle behind us.
Keep people on the house.
I vaulted in.
I'm gonna have to too. I'm hurt.
I tagged him up a bit. I think somebody just took him out. I could be wrong.
Okay. More vehicles close.
In the garage building next to us.
Molly in on our house or door.
Yeah.
Is definitely one of those guys that is constantly trying to improve himself as well, as we see some back and forth with a couple of teams now sharing these priority compounds. Here
And this is exactly what we talked about, right?
Side.
Normally, yeah, so we see like 2 players split between teams, but now you have 2 teams in a single compound area.
Yeah, and I think that we're going to see that more often here as well, because it's not like, you know, the PUBG esports with pro teams where it's 4, so it forces a team fight a lot more. Where now it's you can play it a little bit more patient. You can kind of take it a little bit slower, and you have to take it slower, because if your teammate gets knocked, then that could be the end, and it could be your demise for your team. It could be the end for your game, because before you know it, you could be third-partied, and you're just a solo out there against the world.
Oh, and Bozy taking some good shots there, but getting knocked down there by Senor from Team 38 that's just above, and they're going to have to either think about pushing that, and it looks like Bisquick is going to push down. We haven't seen Bisquick in a while. We saw him a lot over a year ago, but I haven't seen him in the game since, so nice to see him back playing again.
Yeah, and that push, I think that Bisquick was thinking about maybe taking. Definitely have to be careful with that, because there was that separate team inside that same compound area, as we see teams just driving. Look at the drive-bys coming in here from Team 3. Oh, just barely missing on the Chem, the last man there for the Amarok team, trying to drive through. Zone closing in. A little bit of our esports circles coming into play now, so the zone does a little bit more damage than the public games that some of you may be used to, but hey, sometimes you got to work with what you got and trying to do. Oh, I hear a C4. Oh no. Do you hear that, Apaku?
No, I don't hear the C4. But there you go.
Truthful getting the C4 knock onto Scooby. Scotty's going to get the trade. Communications coming through, and Scotty on the outside. Zaddy Zane trying to find him to finish the fight. Gotti does hop in. Good headshot with the Scar L.
Nice knowledge there by Zeddy Zane, getting that corner and holding that and being able to take that shot. Very confident moving in that zone. Very nicely played.
Vehicle, main road. Going right, 340.
To the north, yep.
Guy up on the hill, maybe Wizard Tower.
Yeah, he might have just taken out the guy in the garage building next to us.
There's 2 vehicles coming in 50.
Alright.
I lost the other one at the top of the hill.
One at the base of the Wizard Tower, I hit him in the head.
Okay, that's the guy I was looking for over there. Several crossing southeast. What did we miss on zone here? We're still good on zone. On my mark. One just went into red 2-story over at 275. Across from us.
I'm too low to see that.
Okay. Vehicle, maybe
2
main road.
vehicles. Yeah. There's a package coming in from over there as well.
Yep. P4. Got somebody.
Oh, and got somebody with it too, yeah.
Gonna try to steal this kill.
Go for it.
Got it.
Nice.
2 points, baby! 2 points!
How does that
That was
work?
really funny, but-
Do we get it if it's a flush?
I think so. Yeah, if we flush them and steal the kill, it's our kill. But I don't know that to be. Still
Oh,
garage
that
building
guy's
guy.
still here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have any more. Guy's still up on the Wizard Tower on my... Oh, I just got fucking knocked, dude. I'm crawling back to you. Crawling back towards you.
Yeah, and
Look at this shift. Yazzie, I think we've made people upset. This is a classic ending for PUBG though, for Erangel, to be honest.
it
The
really is.
the flat top to the location we're talking about. This is one of those endings that happened a lot early on in esports. There was about 5 or 6 spots that would happen constantly. This is one of the ones a lot of people plan for.
Yeah, and here we see Team 20 grabbing that AWM from the crate as well. Boozy getting knocked in the kill feed. And crate weapons, 3 gear, that's going to be, you know, kind of the money maker. It's something that we kind of talk about a lot, is that PUBG can be a game of attrition. It's how much ammo do you have by the end game? How healthy is your gear? You know, who's running out of utility? It's a big thing. As the Bia squad, Viper and his teammate sitting inside of the shack, kind of looking up towards the dirt path, but Team 20, they're on the hunt and they're pushing strong. Oh no, Vector Gamer's coming out.
Oh, yeah, crazy going out there. Just has 5 hit points left. Doesn't care. Oh, gets knocked there.
Space
It's gonna get picked off.
Oh, Ace Anubis with the third party. I think that was via Riggs that got maybe third partied in as well. This back and forth, the 3 gear definitely didn't help that time. It was a good spray to come through, very tight little team fight, and I think that's the situation here that kind of made mention of earlier with our duo tournament here, is that you're going to have those third parties come to play because there's so many more teams trying to, you know, kind of fight for position and see what's available for them. So there's tons of angles that are going to be stared at. You know, you're not just having to worry about one different, you know, direction.
More people are using bolties than I expected.
Yeah. Ooh. I don't hear these guys. They might be pushing though.
Pushing garage, it sounds like.
Hearing the flashes over there. Oh, no. Molly in on him. Got one. Got two.
Got. Oh!
The Molly, bro!
Yeah, and Team 38 just got taken off screen by a Molotov by REMY XPRESS. So a double Molly took out a full team there. So that was kind of interesting as well. Would love to be able to see that. But unfortunately, we can't see all the action all the time, folks. With this many teams, we're doing, the observers are doing a great job getting us around, getting us into some fights and looking some things.
Oh, that was beautiful.
The
I'm
Molly
gonna
of Destiny!
I'm gonna try to loot them, I think. You good to hold here?
I can hold, yep.
I'm gonna try to get some throwables off of them. The Mollies of Destiny.
Those Mollies are fucking crazy.
Tell me these guys had. I'm apparently being shot at even though I'm prone and nobody should be able to see me.
Maybe a weird
Unless those were
window
just
angle? Or incidentals? Oh, top of the hill. Top of the hill very far. Look for my... I don't know why it's not letting me mark. 285.
285.
Very far. Tagged. Like 600 meters out. He's tagged in the leg.
We have a bolty up behind us at our 7.5.
Yeah. How far up the hill is he, do you think?
We
can't really-
we are dead center zone right now.
I told you! Oracle, baby! Team Oracle! Woo!
I think they've started to realize that as the players start dwindling down, the chance of a good placement coming in play is going to have to be through as well. Exo gets one. He gets the second with some assistance from Berg. And Team 23 finished off Team 6 here at the Milta Yellows.
Nice job by both teams there trying to defend and attack. Really loving this duo event so far, I have to say, Azzy. There is just some fun people here playing some good solid PUBG. And, for those of you that new, this is one of those things, even pro players have problems switching from squads to duos. Their natural ability to get the kills and aim definitely helps them, but positioning and dealing with this type of thing is a challenge for all of them.
Yeah, and, it just comes back into the play of, it's a duo tournament, so there's going to be a lot of people looking in different directions. 23 Exo, he's not done. He's able to get space in Anubis, but Consciousness behind the Dacia is able to get the trade onto Berg. Can Exo finish off the fight? And this is those team fight situations that we kind of touched on earlier, is that once you have one go down, you're down to a solo, and you have to kind of figure out how you want to play it yourself. But the flashbang, he's full blind. He's taken out. Consciousness keeps his team alive. Team 26 on the outside looking in, able to probably slowly make their way into zone as Ranger grabs the Dacia to do the same.
And Ranger heading right over to where Consciousness was, knew the fight was there, and there goes the flash out. So we'll see M4 Ranger here push up on Consciousness coming up here and see if they can both get in the zone, because it's going to hurt.
And that's good map awareness, too, coming out from Ranger. He's able to use those audio cues, recognize the shots coming through. I think Consciousness just doing the same as well, hearing those SLR shots. So this is it's just good map awareness, good PUBG map awareness, and the audio awareness as well. Does have a peek and a nice headshot. Oh my god, what a laser Consciousness. Good kill.
Hey, he doesn't wear that pink backpack for show.
5 kills for his team there. Drum Bunker, Team 4, trying to stay alive. He just on the edge. Look how close he is. That is a sliver, like a toothpick size of safety behind that tree.
Yeah, Burger's trying to see if he can get anything over on this. Has a couple, doesn't have any utility for it, unfortunately. Just has some smokes, which is definitely going to need. But the zone has shifted east-west and now back to the northwest. And only 1.5 teams are in zone right now.
Yeah, everybody on the outside looking in as long-range shots come in. Team 3 going to be eliminated. Nice headshot from Zark onto Drum Bunker. And
Vehicle?
Yes,
Vehicle
the
275?
US. Yeah.
Maybe
looking
stopping
for
at
it.
those other houses? Oh, further left now, 235. Tag driver.
Yep.
I headshot a driver, dude. They are in a bad way.
Yeah. Just as I scoped in on them, I saw the puff of blood. Nice shot.
Thank you, thank you. Wish I could have followed it up.
Oh my god!
Loving it.
Zone just shifted and we are still in.
Fucking loving it. Well, we're gonna have to make a decision here for the consolidation. Whether it happens or not. If it happens, which building? Zone may help us dictate that, but
Yeah.
I'm getting boosted up.
Flushing. How is he still up?
Tagged him. I tagged his buddy hard. He
All right.
just saved his friend's life. Vehicle on the main road. Oh, dead. There's nobody in it.
Oh, okay.
Ghosticle.
I hit that down guy about 4 or 5 times.
I hit him
and then
too.
You started hitting him. I don't know how he was still up.
I don't either, man.
Guys, up on my mark.
Okay.
They're smoking up there.
Eyes on. Nice hit. Nice hit. Great shots.
Tagged a guy.
These teams are going to be in a world of hurt. You're going to see a lot of fighting on edge because nobody wants to just get pushed out into the open. They want to try to take as much cover as possible. So utilizing trees and rocks as the blue pushes. There's one shot. He's taking a lot of blue damage with these esports settings, and he's taken out. Team 4 eliminated to the blue. We are in placement points. You know, remember, 16 places for 16 placement points per place, you know, from 1st to 16th. You know, everybody's going to be receiving some placement points, so at least he was able to receive a little bit there. Nothing too crazy though. Team 14 trying to push in on towards the northeastern side of the zone. Is some extra fights happening as well.
Yeah, one hit bro here, just kind of chilling out. Yeehaw, taking a look at things as well. Master Piloto, you know, on this edge over here, they know there's people in front of them. They're going to have to come out and move away from those towers, the wizard towers, and move over. And here comes Team 5.
Yeah, Team 5's nice M24 shot, able to tag on to Flashy. Him and Morin's coming off of that shelter area that they've kind of been sitting at for a while now after taking out one of the teams there. And this is looking to inside just being as congested as it is. If one hit bro is able to sneak up behind kind of recognizing maybe kill feed information or recognize these audio cues, as Tablito, Master Tablito gets that shot. Yeehaw goes for the flush on the trade. Oh, just missed on the blue fire. But the M4 spray, a little shifty there as well. And here comes the third party.
Yeah, they're gonna Mars and them are gonna push over, and here comes one hit bro. Just like we said, he has an opportunity here with the zone moving in. He's got a great position, but question is, he going to take advantage of it? Yeah. He ran up against Mars. Oh, yeehaw!
Yeah, indeed. Flashy is down. Gonna go ahead and get him and try to get the finish there. But the M4 spray from Marnes able to hit the headshot. Flashy should be able to get res. Still has a little bit of time on the 8-second res.
Odds are there are not going to be too many people pushing from. Everybody's going to be on the hill. Here comes maybe a push to our house.
Yeah.
Cars moving from the wizard tower.
Against the close. 7 phases have completed. We're down to, what, 4 teams remaining as the crash comes in from Christy B onto the compound that Team 24 is holding and have been sitting in for a bit. Oh, it's another C4 play.
I love it.
No hits. He's pushing my house. You see forward my building?
All right.
I'm out.
I hear it. Christy B trying to get away from the C4 damage before it explodes. Team 24 hearing the audio cue as well is going to back away. And I think, you know, that's an interesting thing that we're seeing today is we're seeing those C4s come into play. Haven't seen too many of them.
I think it's great.
I'm loving it so far. I think the usage of them has been great. We've seen an ump onto Zaitsev and SMG meta coming in as well.
Smoke's out to the 220. He's coming back. Be careful out there. He's popping smoke right side.
Okay. I'm mollied left.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm a hard SMG guy. I love playing with the ump. It's one of my favorite. I will play ump all the time. I played it in events with you, so.
Are you a big umpy dumpy guy?
I am. Just because I'm old and I can't hit stuff directly, so I might as well just get the most points on you I can. So
get that
like
limb damage
SMGs.
modifier coming through, huh?
Lots of smokes popping.
Yep.
I have a guy out on my mark in the smoke.
Low smoke or far?
Right smoke.
Sure.
210.
I don't see him, just popping him in the smoke.
Yep.
Another smoke further. They're daisy chaining in. Still don't see either of them.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. So we do have 2 solos in play still. REMY XPRESS with that SLR alongside Zaitsev still staring in the smokes from consciousness as he tries to get a little bit of a smoke wall in towards a little bit of cover as well behind that broken down UAZ. Morans and Flashy kind of playing a little bit up on that northeastern side. And with this compound being kind of the central position, we should see at least somebody start taking some shots as Remy's just spamming the smoke there. Phase 8 shift. See it on the mini map. Pretty standard right on top of the compound, giving us a interesting Phase 9 ending in between both of the buildings as well.
Yeah, no, we've seen, like I said, we've seen this ending before, and it is, even though it's predictable, it is a fun ending to see here because it'll be how these teams can play out of these houses. And, you know, right now, I think Christy B is focused, you know, knowing there's another solo out there. That's the thing that they have to focus on, is taking out that other solo. Because the duo that's up, you know, you're playing for third, you're not playing for first.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see how Morans and Flashy do decide to play this as well, because they are going to have to start pushing in for Phase 9.
I'm getting shot from Wizard Tower.
If they can get an initial knock there onto Zaitsev or even onto Remy, that'll definitely help them out a lot more. But the crash comes in from Morans. Morans takes enough damage that once he hits the building, he's knocked.
He's in close.
To fall damage, so Flashy's going to have to move in. That could be the demise there of Team 31.
I am hurt.
No.
Healing.
Trying to find a place to shoot this wizard tower guy from, but
And Team 31 has 8 kills right now, so they're leading the lobby in kills. So definitely something that they want to be able to fix here. And I don't know if they're going to be able to pick them up or not.
I'm not sure, but Flashy's going to get a nice spray there with the barrel.
These guys are just crawling. He knocked me. I don't get it, dude. He's coming in basement. He just got taken out.
To get the trade knock, I guess, if you will. But Consciousness, third party's in, takes out Team 31.
You might be able to...
Is he dead?
Your call. Yeah, he got taken out by a third party. It's your call if you want to go for the res.
Team 24 here with 5 kills. Should be able to get the res here onto Zaitsev so that way they can stay alive as phase 9 does pop. Immediate shift, immediate close. And now we have the battle for the win.
Stop where you are.
2v2 possibly.
2v2, yeah, you get the res. I'm going to try to get a C4 on this other building.
Oh, be careful with that. My vest is gone.
Check bodies.
16 points on the line for first place and a couple of extra kill points as well available for these players here in match number 1.
In the open. He didn't hit me. He's back where the smoke started, southwest.
Of the Yaps and Howls PUBG tournament, this duo tournament.
This is going to be hard for Conscious to do much here. He's far from the center. He has to cross, and everyone's going to be aiming at him right now. Chrissy B, this is definitely to Chrissy B's advantage to get second place for a team. And there you go.
What a flip
there with the arm
well.
shot, baby.
2v1. 2v1.
And I think they're in this other building, right?
Yeah.
That M24 coming into play. Zone close, and I think Christy B does have a little bit of zone advantage on their building. So Remy Express and Zaitsev popping the smokes, getting ready to move, and that M24 flick right to the face of Consciousness, going to end in his reign there in third place.
I'm going to start putting smokes out here for us. That other building is center.
Bro, there's a care package up here.
I love the smoke plays, though, coming out. As Remy grabs that 3 gear off the balcony. So these smoke grenades kind of blocking the vision off of the windows is really good utilization, forcing Christy B to kind of turtle up and take cover as Zaitsev and Remy should be able to just move as they freely and as they want to.
Yeah, for them, they know there's only one person left. For Christy V, she doesn't know if it's one team or 2 people. I'm pretty sure she thinks it's one team. That's how she has to kind of play it. But at the same time, you don't know. Oh.
Molly in the top window.
He's in the back room.
Molotov's coming in from Remy. Christy playing carefully. Zaitsev with the molly. Is that one going to land in a good spot? It does, and Christy goes down.
First floor?
Yep.
Got him. Yes, dude!
Work.
Good push, baby! Big win! Yeah! Fuck yeah!
Nice
Tournament win! Game 1, dude! Oh, money in the bank, baby!
Holy crap.
Remy with the off angle as well, getting the headshot, and that is it for match 1. Team 24, Remy Express, Zaitsev taking the victory with 6 kills. Ipaku, and we started this duo tournament kind of on a banger as well, with a lot of action coming into play in between our zones. I'm excited for this.
I told you. What did I say about zone? The Oracle has been preparing us, and when we need it... when we need it, we get it. Dude. Game